Good morning. Yes, flew out here yesterday, Tuesday. Easy flight, noon. Landed here at 6 p.m. 2-hour time difference. I got here at the hotel around 8, so I was maybe gonna do a little jog, but it was a bit too late, so just went for dinner and then went to bed really. Now next morning just had a run, building the bike, and go for an easy spin and then a swim later. This is Wednesday, race is Saturday. So yeah, a few more days to go. I ran 10Ks. I had some easy little efforts. Well, it was kind of like the last little taper threshold workout. I did a 4-minute and then like 4 times 2 minutes 30. But like, let's not even talk about the paces. I mean, I didn't push it, but it didn't feel good, you know? I was feeling pretty tired the last week. So I had Monday really easy, kind of like a recovery day with 2 super easy workouts. Then yesterday, as I said, I was completely off. So maybe that's making me feeling worse too. But yeah, definitely didn't feel good on the run this morning. So hopefully it's upwards from here.
So like if you were gonna rank your level of confidence right now going into the race on this first day, what would that level of confidence be?
Yeah, I'm at 0 right now. Yeah, I mean it's nice seeing all the guys. You know, we only see them around at races usually. So it's nice to see how everyone's doing and yeah, just kind of start the season, you know, and meet some familiar faces from races around the world, so that part's nice. But the field is stellar. It's very just top end, like kind of world champs type field. So I mean, apart from the Norwegians, pretty much everyone's here, so definitely very competitive. Everyone here, or most guys here, I'd say have a solid shot, you know, at being like a top 5 contender at least, you know. Confidence is not high right now, but I'm gonna have to get in the mindset in the next few days, and then hopefully the body comes around. Cause then I'm thinking like, there's no reason really. Like yeah, okay, I've been a bit tired, but like I've still been more or less performing and training. Like there's no reason that all of a sudden I can't do anything. So the only thing is like, I don't feel really prepared for the heat and humidity. I mean, there's a few days here and I wasn't in Boulder, so I wasn't like cold climates, but it wasn't like hot and humid like here. I feel like I felt a bit the same on the swim. I had some 200s, like kind of threshold, but it started feeling like hard, you know? Like I just don't feel smooth and easy. So I don't really know what's up.
I mean, it seems to be weighing on your mind pretty heavily. Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, you train, for months, try to get to the first race, not maybe in your best shape ever, but like, solid. And obviously it's super freaking annoying when you like feel like you're not gonna perform. So, I mean, I've had races where I wasn't confident before the race and I've raced very well, Like, I know for me it doesn't affect me in the race, really. Like if I'm feeling a bit less confident. Like I know if the body's there on race day, like I'll be able to push and like have the mentality to, win or just be with the top guys. So it's what, like 5 p.m. Haven't had a proper meal all day, so I'm gonna get some food and then just chill. I mean, I've had 2 workouts with intensity today. Kind of had to get back on the bit of stimulation, and yeah, just chill the rest of the day. Tomorrow I'll have some bike intervals on the racetrack, and then yeah, I'll have to see. Yeah, swim as well. And then from there it's all easy. I mean, tomorrow's 2 days out of the race, so not much more left. Terrible yesterday, so that's fine.
I felt terrible as well, so
a little better today. So.
That's good.
See ya. You get rain done?
Yeah, poured on.
you're going to be as healthy as a bison, is what they're going to tell you.
That's right. We should ask, and we should get it for his channel.
Oh, we totally should.
So you know what you have to say? Healthy as a bison.
Where are you from?
I'm from Arizona.
You're from Boulder.
Yeah, I'm from Boulder. Yeah.
He's part of the buffalo herd.
Yeah, exactly.
Take a deep breath. Breathe. Breathe.
Oh, welcome. Yeah. All right. Like, it was great, man. Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, the call didn't have to do anything after the hospital,
That's great. Oh, that's great.
Stan?
That's me.
Oh, Stan, I'm
Yeah.
Dylan with message. The athlete said that you guys
Slow, you're probably gonna live too
with
long.
the middle.
Yeah, very slow heart rate. What was it?
Athletes.
Right now.
51.
51. Wow,
Yeah.
that's. And I just rode 90 minutes. Pretty furious.
Okay.
It was furious.
350 watts for 90 minutes.
450. 450 watts.
Magnus, I heard he did 450
Today?
Yeah, for 1 hour and a half.
Okay, so they all need the
That'd be always good news.
That would actually be good news. I was going to say that's good news because I was riding behind him for a bit and I was at like 250. So I'm like, good, that's a 250, 200 watt difference then.
You're so aero this year.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Since the T100 tour is under World Triathlon now, kind of same as the ITU athletes, we have to go through our national federation, and because of that we kind of have to do just like a medical examination, just a basic, heart, how do you call it, electrocardiogram. And yeah, just check we're healthy, and anti-doping course online, some basic things like that.
So, did they give you a clean bill of health, ready to race? What'd they say?
They said you have the heart of a bison, which I already knew, but it's good. Always good to get the confirmation. And yeah, ready to race.
Good deal. Where we gonna go swim now?
Yep. We have the swim, then we'll have the briefing, and then at 3 I have photos at the hotel.
So what are we getting ready for?
Photos.
Photos for what?
Studio photos, like profile pics and stuff for the. Just can also use them as just pre-race pics, profile pics for the PTO website, for the stats website. Yeah, just get updated pics with the sponsors and stuff. Bison.
I think this is the first time that we're seeing the new kit.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, I wanted to go on the dark blue. I really like dark blue. And so just, yeah, I mean, it's more or less the same, but yeah, just white. For Kona, I definitely wanted something more white on the top. Yeah, dark blue and white, essentially.
And who makes the suit?
This is the Ekoi suit. This is a new fully custom suit. We measured everything. We had a few iterations. So low neck, really nice sleeves. We like took some parts out just to have no folds when in TT. Kind of really worked on it. So yeah, really nice materials. Also, they sponsor the Pro Tour cycling teams, so they have all the like really nice materials. I actually went over to the factory in Italy over Christmas. I drove 7 hours. Was there. Well, I just spent the night. Was there in the morning, like an hour and a half, and then drove 7 hours back. Thirsty. They wanted to bring. Yeah.
I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love. Love's going to leave me.
Just did the photos. That's why I'm in my race suit, and now we're done. Oh, I'm probably gonna go run. It's in a little. That's it. Kind of got a bit more in the groove of things today. Felt a bit better probably. It still feels like quite hot when you get out of the hotel and you're in the sun. You're really like you feel it. And we're gonna be racing from 1 to 4:30 p.m. So definitely the hottest part of the day. But so definitely, I don't know if I'm worried about it, but like it's definitely a point to consider and to kind of adapt a little. Maybe not do those really high efforts at the beginning of the bike, or kind of keep that a little in check at least. Because I think a lot of people will kind of slow down a lot at one point if they go out too hard. And you know, it's a PTO race. There's a lot of talent. A lot of guys are gonna go real hard, real fast at the beginning. So we're all just kind of, it's like a snowball effect with the whole field. So I'll just have to be. I mean, you have to be in the race, right? You have to push, but like, kind of just try to really gauge if you're starting to overheat. Just not do those extra efforts. So yeah, and I was saying I was not confident yesterday. I mean, I hope I'm starting to turn around a little. I mean, I definitely felt a bit better today. From there to say I'm gonna crush it, I don't know, but like, yeah. I mean now because the work is done, you know. So easy day tomorrow, and then it's race day.
So where are you getting dressed for now?
Going to the Garmin booth at the expo.
What do you have going on there?
I don't know, signing, meet and greet type thing. Just a little activation. Yeah, nice swim. I did a tiny bit more than usual.
Why'd you do a tiny bit more?
Why? Just to hopefully feel nice and engaged. I've noticed on some workouts I felt good the day after swimming hard. I figured just a tiny, I mean I did 650s and 2 100s, like a bit faster. Usually I'd probably do only the 650s. I just said, tiny bit more.
Don't worry.
Calling it a day after this?
Yep. Done.
Talk to us a little bit about your strategy and your mindset going into the swim, bike, and the run, and what do you feel like you need to do to have the most successful day tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, as you said, it's the T100 is the top 20 in the world essentially, the top 16 plus 4 wildcards. So yeah, you have to keep an eye on everyone. Which essentially, if you keep an eye on everyone, you're keeping an eye on no one at the same time. And starting with the swim, yeah, I definitely want to be like in the front pack. There's a lot of kind of guys coming from a background in short course and just, you know, a lot of really good swimmers. So it's definitely like a much harder to, let's say, than in a full Ironman or another race like that. But yeah, I hope to have a good swim, be with the top, I don't know, 5, 6, 7. I think it will be something like that. If there's 2 off the front, okay, that's fine. But like, at least if there's 5, 6, 7 guys in the front, I want to be there. So definitely focused on having a good swim. Can set me up for a good day. And then on the bike, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of more in a follow mode right now. I don't think it's not like I'm gonna attack and be off the front on the bike, I think. But I think I have the power to, you know, stay with those top guys. If a laid low Brownlee, you know, really wants to push it, Ditlev on the bike, I won't go with that. But especially with the heat and humidity. But yeah, try to be top. I mean, overall, I want to be in the top 8 the whole race, right? So I hope to be around those positions, and in the bike as well. And then yeah, hopefully I can be around those, you know, top 5, top 8, kind of around there, and set myself up, not be too tired, you know, set myself up for a good run as well, and then finish as high as possible, obviously. So yeah, I don't have like a very specific plan like an Ironman where there's, you know, 2, 3, 4 specific competitors, because as I said, it's kind of the whole field. But yeah, just trying to do the best based on what I just said. Yeah, gonna rest up, put the legs up, and Bison needs to sleep and rest, and I'll be up there tomorrow, and see you on the race day tomorrow.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, 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 for the record. Been a little too nice for y'all. Now I gotta up price for y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. A6 all the hate. I won't get a ball today. Got lost in the ball and A's. I'm flipping the bars, I'm flipping the on record, off record. I still count wins when they got it. On record, off record. I let them take advantage. I was wildin'. On record, off record deals. Tell them talk to Colin for the quote. On record, off record. I still want the act, not the ghost.
Yeah, I mean, race morning was, I woke up pretty much at a normal time, well, when I've been waking up, so it was like around 9 a.m., a bit late, but with the 2 hours time change with Colorado, was about when I wake up in Colorado. The race being at 1:15, that was, yeah, 4 or 5 hours before. So by the time I had breakfast, it was close to the 3 hours. You know, we always want to eat over 3 hours before the race. So yeah, that was nice, that was pretty easy. Just had my usual bagels or white bread, and then sports drink and electrolytes. We knew it was going to be hot. And then we had the bus to bring us to the race site. It was around 11:30. Yeah, brought the bikes over. Everything's super easy. You know, we just rack our bikes. It's just a pro race, so we just rack our bikes, you know, an hour and a half before the race, which is quite nice. Not much to report, was just waiting in the athletes lounge. Walked over to the lake. We had the second athlete lounge next to the swim start. Did about maybe 800 meter and 1K swim warm up with some, you know, like 6 by 50 meters quick. Yeah, just to get the heart rate up. Water was quite nice. It was around 79. So it was obviously a non-wetsuit swim. And then, yeah, it was pretty much, we were all sitting in there in the tent based on our numbers, and then lined up. And so it was 20 spots. I was towards the right, so like towards the middle of the lake. I didn't want to go towards the left because there were a lot of weeds that you could like touch with your catch in the swim on the left side. And I didn't want to get stuck like in that shallow part. So I was number 6 from the right. The gun went off. I started... My reaction time wasn't good. It was just, I don't know, just like, I wasn't like super on it, but I was more or less in line with the 2 guys, at least on my right and my left. So I just started. I feel like I need to work on this. I feel like I used to have that more, but I don't really have that sprint, you know? Like, you know, you were swimming obviously quite fast, but like, it's like I don't feel like I have that extra thing that I can really go for it and try to get ahead of these guys next to me. And I think I remember seeing it was Daniel Baekegaard a bit on my left, and he was already after 75 meters. He had a body length, you know, and that's what you want, obviously. He was like his feet were, you know, at our arms, kind of. So that's definitely very helpful. And then so after 100 meters, 2 guys around me kind of went over me. You know, we kind of go like an arrowhead, you know. So these things are always going to happen. And in that point, like, obviously it's better if I come out up front, but in that situation I couldn't. So I went behind, and then right after, this guy took my shoulder and freaking literally took me completely. And that happened twice in the next 50 meters. And those 3 things, on top of just me not being, you know, in my best shape, even though, I mean, I think I could have been in that front pack, but just felt a bit heavy and those things, and it just kind of put me at the tail of it. And then a bit later, 500 meters later, you know, some guys dropped, and that was it. Like, I was not in the front pack anymore. But that's definitely not the end of the race. You know, if I had good, as we've seen with Magnus and Sam, those were guys that were with me or behind me, first and second in the race, you know. So, yeah, not the most important thing, but always important still to be in the race at the front end. So I started the bike. I was in that little group, Peter Hemrick, Magnus Ditlev, and Clément Mignon. And I was first, had a quick transition, was first out of that T1. And then started right away. I felt like the watts weren't really there. Like, you kind of know right away if like, oh, 330, 340 watts feels just normal, like you can do it. Or if you feel like you're pushing. And that was definitely a case where I thought like I had to push. Didn't come too naturally. It took me 3 loops. It's about 5 minutes per loop, or a little less, 4 minutes 40 per loop. That was just barely over 300 watts at the start, kind of getting warmed up. And every single one of my laps was between 4 minutes 32 and 4 minutes 46. Not too big of a spread. And then as soon as Magnus came by after a loop or 2, he always also, I noticed, takes time to, he doesn't start like crazy quick, you know, he builds into it a bit more. But when he passed, like, just no chance. So I just let him go. I was with Mignon. Peter Hemrick, I guess, didn't finish the bike, so I never saw him. And then so after a few laps, you know, I started pushing, you know, going attack mode, try to catch the guys from the front pack, and I could start seeing them in the long straights. So I ended up, I mean, pretty much I kept on doing that and ended up in 9th, I think, in T2. Still in position, Sam Long was 40 seconds ahead of me, you know, to have a good run and finish really well. But, you know, I knew this just, not that that really influences me, but like, it just wasn't going to happen on that day, you know, I just didn't really have it. Swim, bike, and the run coming up was going to be the same thing. But the thing I did anticipate was my hip into my upper hamstring was super tight when I got off the bike, especially the left side. And it was actually hurting, so I couldn't run properly at all. I was limping. So it took me a while just to get going. I even walked for a little, stretched it, which I was actually worse because then it hurts even more when you stretch something that's kind of already pulling. And the run was 7 loops of about 2.8 Ks or whatever it was. And it took me at least 6, 7, 8 Ks out of the 18 to start loosening up and be able to run and feel better. And by then, you know, I already lost 4 minutes on a guy like Sam who was running well, you know. At 4 minutes, 2.8 K, like, I mean, he already had 3/4 of a lap on me, you know, it's crazy. And then, by then, you know, already a couple guys passed me, Aaron Royal, Menno Koolhaas. So I wasn't in the top 10 anymore. Then just, yeah, I was able to pick up the pace. Magnus was getting close to lapping me. Actually, Alistair was getting really close to lap me, but I was starting to run better, and actually he never did because I was going faster and he was also fading. And then it was the same with Magnus. He was catching me really slow. Caught me with 2 laps to go, and then I didn't want to like just run with him because I don't think if you're lapped you should do that. But I went 20 meters back and kind of ran there. And yeah, I was feeling better, you know, so it's good, always good to put the effort. And yeah, just go to your capability even though you're far back, you know. And you always get satisfaction, I've noticed, from, even I ran 106. You know, it's not good at all, but like I'm still a bit more happy with that than if I ran 111 and put no effort into it. So at least I did what I could, and yeah, finished 11th. Definitely wasn't what I wanted. It kind of sucks, you know, you kind of go from 0 to 0 in your mind. It's like my last race I won it, this one I wasn't even in the race, you know. And it's kind of this roller coaster we have as athletes of, yeah, it's just kind of like I was irrelevant in Miami, you know. And just that feeling just is not nice, you know. Not like I just always want the attention, but like we still train to be the best and to perform. And it's kind of like people almost discount, you know, you're like, you were in the race, like I'm not talking to you.